Alright folks, so in that last video I was talking about how in this particular case there was everything's the oil leak. So looking at this, let's see, we got a bolt that's not bottomed. That's actually supposed to have a seal on it because this does go into a passage with oil behind it. It's a blind hole. And then this silicone, room temperature vulcanizing silicone, RTV is commonly known, or gasket maker in some of your terms, is not a gasket maker. It is a sealant. It is used for machine fit surfaces like case splits or corners of gaskets where the sealing might not be quite as good. It's a band-aid. It's to make up for design flaws. And actually, case splits are supposed to be sealed with anaerobic silicone, which dries without the presence of air. But the machine fit's not as good, so we do it with silicone. But anyway, every gasket on this engine, every gasket, I've been through every gasket, is silicone. That no worky. And I guarantee that if I pull this starter drive, it's missing a washer, because when you do that, it seizes the starter drive up, and most people just pull the washer out and fake it. So I guarantee he's missing a washer in there, and it's all out of shim. So this bike needs a complete gasket set. So what I'll do is I'll finish what I've been paid to do. I told him I'd look at the oil leak, and I will advise him for a $77.52, I believe it is, GS6R gasket set from Rob Bush Motorsports. That is a Cometic set. And the labor, which, let's see, I'm going to do this real quick, how I estimate this. All right, we're going to do how I would estimate this labor. So I've already done the cleaning, and that wasn't assessed to him, but I'm going to assess it into the estimate for the future job just to try and recoup some of my time. So we're going to do 1 hour cleaning time, right? Clutch cover gasket, it's about a 10-minute job. So we're at 10, 10, 10. Gasket cleaning is another 15. So that's 45 minutes plus the hour 45. Let's come over here. The stator's got a piece of cork behind it, but it seems to be sealing. Actually, that is the appropriate gasket. So that's not leaking. We're good there. And I do know that the cam chain tensioner gasket is leaking, so that needs changed out. That is a more in-depth job. That involves pulling throttle bodies, airbox, valve cover, zip tying the cam chains, wedging the cam chains so they can't roll and jump off the crank, pulling the tensioner, replacing the gasket, putting it back on. That's another hour. So we're at about 2 hours and 45 minutes to do all that. Right. So there's 2 hours and 45 minutes to fix every leak on this thing, and I'm not even sure that's going to fix them all, because I do believe there's a clutch pushrod seal issue here. Now that can be addressed several ways. You're going to hear cutting the cases and cutting a groove in it. Not a fan. Don't want to modify cases. Never been a fan of that. Never, ever, ever. The right way: drop it, flip it, split it, replace the seal, put it back together. It's like 5 hours of labor. That's almost $600. So the other way: valve stem seal, remove the retaining snap ring from the base of it, slide it through a washer, silicone the backside of it, set it into that seal that exists. Bang, you got a double seal. It actually works pretty good. Do I like doing it? No. Will I do it? Yes, with the release of liability. Is it going to cause catastrophic issues? No, it's not a safety hazard. It's not going to cause any hazardous failure that's going to cause the bike to go out of control and crash. Could it cause issues? It could leak, just like it was before, causing the engine to fail. So that's how I'll address this. That's how I'll move forward with this. The key takeaway: silicone is not a replacement for the appropriate gasket. Cometic gasket sets are cheap, especially if you buy the complete set. Check out Rob Bush Motorsports, 190hookup.com, or hit me up and I can order it direct for you and sell it to you for the same retail value you would pay at Rob Bush Motorsports without you having to look it up and figure out what you need. Hit me up. Later, guys.